you talked about budgeting, and I think people find it hard to get time to draw a budget. Uh, it's an individual, they think life is not that serious. So, what are some of the tips that young people need to make budgeting easier, and why do you think it's very important to have it?
And to begin with, if you operate on a budget, you are hardly on the emergency side of life. It is very rare that you will call people asking for that urgent 20k, 50k, urgent 100k. It is not so common that it is because you realistically forgot your money home that you will call people for an urgent 20k. So to prevent creating emergencies on other people, it's imperative that you operate on a budget. Don't try to prove nothing to anyone. Now, the other reason as to why budgeting is important, budgeting prevents and deals with liability. If you are currently stuck in debt, a lot of debt, a budget can help you deal with debt gradually. But if you operate on a budget, you'll hardly borrow. You'll hardly go into debt because you plan your finances properly. You know, I'm paying this much for rent, I'm paying this much for bills, I'm paying this much for fuel, I'm contributing this much to church or to charity or to weddings or to parties. Anything that comes unplanned, please let people hate you, but operate on a budget and stick to it. If you do not develop a discipline of budget, you are going to always be on the emergency side of life. Like it or not. Now, the best way to deal with a budget is what I mentioned earlier. To be very clear of which portion goes to what. Regardless of how much, this does not apply to a salary alone. But even when you have got 100k, we stick to the principle of 50, 30, 20. And that is where a friend of mine that I just talked to recently introduced the money binders. Have you heard about it?
No.
A money binder is more of a money store. It's in form of in form of a book, yes, where it has bills. For instance, rent. It has a particular case for
where you put money.
Where I put money for rent. If you need money for fuel, it has a particular case. If you need money for saving, that's a particular case. Money for transport has a particular case. So as you wake up to go for work, you open your money binder, you pick money from a particular allocation, and then take that money. So that could be a good way. And I think Steve will share the numbers on the screen and the link to Coach Hannah's PA that can help you get the money binder as well. So principle is very important. And without a system, you crash financially. And guess what? There is no anyone that is doing well financially that does not have a system around them. They have clear ways of earning and spending. If that is not clearly specified, you are not doing well financially. I can predict with a very high degree of certainty. You are not doing financially well. Also, lastly, on managing money, it is important that you write down your incomes and expenses.
Okay.
Write them down in the morning and then evaluate in the evening.